Hey everyone, it's Laura Bray at LauraGram NYC on Instagram here in the West Village at the iconic Corner Bistro. I'm doing a special series on the most iconic restaurants in New York, and I'm bringing flavors of New York along, so let's check out Corner Bistro. So we are inside Corner Bistro, one of New York's most iconic restaurants and one of my personal favorite places, with the owner Harold.
Partner
Harold, who was nice enough to join us for this interview.
Right.
So will you give me and give everybody a little bit of background on when Corner Bistro opened, some history about the neighborhood and why here, and anything you want to tell?
It opened as the Bistro in 1961, I believe. It had been a neighborhood place before that. It goes back to the 1800s. There was a place here. Prohibition came in, and everything had to, all of these places had to shut down. And what happened was, out front where the bar room is, that was turned into a butcher shop. But this was speakeasy back here, and which wasn't so unusual back then. There were more speakeasies during Prohibition than there are restaurants in New York right now. So,
Of course, yeah.
Reopened after Prohibition by a guy named Barney McNichols, and he was a very popular guy. He was like the local ward healer at the time. So they were like the political arm of City Hall. And this place did very well. Became a gay bar in 1958. It was by the Frisco brothers. They had it. And it lasted for 2 years because it was busted by the Moral Squad back then, which was a big deal. They came in, they busted up the joint, and what they would do, which was really vicious at the time, was they would take all the customers and bring them down to central booking and put their names in the paper the next day. So a lot of people, their jobs, their families, it was like a disaster for each person that was in here. And then they shut the place down, and they wouldn't allow a new liquor license here because it was the location drew undesirables. So there was a woman artist, writer, who lived in the neighborhood called Tanya Gomez, and she was friends with Nelson Rockefeller, who was the governor at that time. And he got the ban lifted on the place, so it got a liquor license again. That's when it became the Corner Bistro.
Speakeasies are so trendy right now in New York City, but this is an actual historical place that once was a real speakeasy during Prohibition.
Yeah.
So I think it's just so cool to just even be in this building is remarkable.
Yeah.
And it's much better than going to a trendy speakeasy, in my opinion. I'd rather be here.
Yeah, they're fake. We're real.
Exactly. As real as it gets. So can you bring us to kind of more of the present, the last decade or so of Corner Bistro?
Yeah, well, the neighborhood changed a lot. It had been Bohemia back in the 60s, and the whole anti-war movement, the gay rights movement started, but the Landmarks Commission turned the neighborhood into an untouchable situation where you couldn't tear anything down. So the real estate just skyrocketed. And it became like, all the side streets became like celebrities. And, we got our share of them, there was... still is HB Studios over on Bank Street, and a lot of the young actors that were going there would come in here because we were pretty cheap at the time, and you know, like Al Pacino used to hang out in here. Morgan Freeman hung out in here. Had a lot of jazz musicians hanging out in here. Miles Davis, Thad Jones, Mel Lewis, Charlie Mingus. You know, I mean, just the neighborhood was so mixed at that time. Because you had people that were here from Rent Control days, and then you had the new avant-garde people. John and Yoko lived over on Bank Street, 105 Bank Street. It was before they moved up to the Dakota. They should have stayed at Bank Street, I think. Those people mixing in with, you know, just everyday people too, you know. But the neighborhood has always been sort of an artist colony, so we've always had that going on here. And just by our location, you know, we have a lot of celebrities coming by, you know, and what's cool about the place is they don't get bothered here.
Well, you're leading me into a small segue about what I love, what's so unique about New York, and what I personally love about it is, and why celebrities love living here, and why they feel comfortable coming to a place like, you know, Corner Bistro and having it be their regular hangout, because no one bothers them. So, Harold, will you tell us a little bit about the bar here and the cocktail program, the beverages that you have and that people like to enjoy here?
Well, we do handle McSorley's Ale, you noticed. That's from the McSorley's Ale House over on the East Village. And we're one of the few places that handle their beer. But we have our own Corner Bistro lager also, which is a big seller. And, you know, we have 8 different draft beers, but a full bar. When I started tending bar, now coming back in vogue again. You know, the old-fashioned Manhattans.
Espresso martini is so popular
yes,
too. Like everybody wants one of those.
Yes, yes. So we keep current, but we also keep with the old standbys. You know,
because all the old stuff that you know outlasts time, that you know makes it through everything, are places like this and drinks like that are always going to come back. Like I said, you can be trendy one day, but be gone tomorrow. Where this place is going to be here 100 years.
Oh
from now,
yeah,
you know,
right.
Which is why it's so special.
Yes.
How you doing, guys?
Hi.
How are you? Cheers. 2 minis. Another mini. There you go, sir. Avocado toast. Enjoy, guys.
Thank you. So we have some amazing Corner Bistro mini burgers. Part of what I love about this place so much is obviously they're known for their burgers and they are exceptionally delicious. They always cook them to the perfect temperature. But my favorite is I get to have a mini burger. So if I just want a snack or if I want to have 2 with different toppings, I can do that. And the best part is they nail the temperature every time. So even though it's a small mini burger style slider, if you want it medium rare, it's medium rare. So let's see. It's perfect.
Yummy.
And the flavor, there's something nostalgic about the flavor that brings you back to like your, you know, maybe a family member cooking at home on the grill, but it's better quality meat here. But it has that old time flavor, but still translates into today so perfectly. And the bacon is always crispy. The cheese is always perfectly melted. You can't beat it. So I went and got some of their chili because it is one of my favorites. And like I said, I know they're known for the burgers. It is by far one of the best, if not the best burger in New York. I don't care what anybody says. And but one of the other things that is so good here is the chili and the grilled cheese and just dunking it. It is the ultimate comfort food. So let's do that. traditional grilled cheese with that ooey gooey American that everybody loves. That's so good. We're just gonna go right in to the chili. Like, really? It's so hot. It's so hot, I can't even. It's just so good. And it's so comforting. And it's still cold out, even though it's May. It's still chilly here in New York, so there's nothing better than a grilled cheese and this delicious chili that is got so many spices, and it's fabulous. So the buns that you use on your famous burgers are absolutely delicious. What bun is it?
It's Martin's potato buns. We've tried them all. The Martin's roll doesn't overpower the flavor of the burger, we use the Martin's bread also on the grilled cheese, and it really adds to the flavor of that.
So we know that Corner Bistro is this iconic classic New York place that you're all about, keeping things consistent and delicious, but you have definitely adapted in many ways to cater to kind of the brunch crowd and all of that. So can you tell us kind of what you got going on there?
Well, if you're familiar with the average Greenwich Village apartment, the kitchens are extremely small, and most people who live in them do not eat meals in their houses. They go out for it. So we decided that the size of the bistro, we're limited here. We can't expand. And the only way to get another income stream was to try breakfast. And a lot of young people on the way to work or whatever, getting up from the night before, are looking for something quick and easy. And avocado toast seemed to go directly towards that crowd.
Yeah, and I mean it also is very affordable. Like, let's not forget.
Yes.
I mean, yes, okay, times have changed, but it's still a very affordable place here, which is another reason why, like, it's great for on the go if you're working and you just want to grab breakfast daily. It's excellent. So.
Right.
This will be my first time trying brunch here. I don't think a lot of people know that they serve brunch on the weekends, and you get a brunch cocktail that is included in your brunch entree. And then every day, as you were saying, you serve breakfast.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's pancakes for brunch, there's avocado toast. I mean, there's an omelet for breakfast.
Right.
So
even eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict here at Corner Bistro, everybody. I mean, if this isn't the village, I don't know what is. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try the avocado toast with tomato, and it looks super, super fresh. Like, I mean, it's really nice. So, if you think this is just a burger joint, this is some really nice looking avocado toast. That is so good. I'm coming back for brunch like really soon. Yeah, it's really great. Harold, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us the history of Corner Bistro and to share this delicious food. Best burger in New York. Come get it. And if you are a fan of smaller portions or you want to try variety, get the mini burgers. Perfect temperature.
Yes.
I would love to do a tater tot toast
Okay.
with you
Alrighty.
for our farewell.
Love tots myself.
They're delicious.
Okay.
Cheers to the next 100 years of Corner Bistro.
Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by.
This is Laura Bray at Lauragram NYC on Instagram, here for Flavors of New York in our iconic New York series at Corner Bistro in the Village. If you haven't been, you are missing out. It is one of the best burgers in the city. So get here. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Thank you.